Vivek with his phone in his pocket when suits have multiple pockets.
It's good to be back in Milwaukee. This time last year, I was a candidate for U.S. president, and I'm proud to say that I achieved the impossible, which is that most of you actually know how to say my name by now. So thank you for that.
Okay, all right. Open 6 out of 10.
It's good to be back. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis right now. Faith, patriotism, hard work, and family have disappeared, only to be replaced by race, gender, sexuality, and climate.
What?
But we're not going to win this election.
Like, how stupid do you have to be to listen to this and think like, yep, that's my ideology. We used to have families and now we have climates. Like, you, like, genuinely.
Just by criticizing the other side. We're going to win this by standing for our own vision of who we really are. What does it mean to be a Republican in the year 2024? What does it mean to be an American in the year 2024? It means we believe in the ideals of 1776. It means we believe in merit, that you get ahead in this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions.
Okay.
It means we believe in the rule of law. And I say this as the kid of...
I love pretending to be a constitutionalist while, like, an activist far-right Supreme Court is actively dismantling the Constitution to protect Trump.
Legal immigrants to this country. That means your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. That is why we will seal the southern border on day one. Thank you.
Of course, it's not against the law to declare your migrancy. There wasn't even any such thing as an illegal immigrant back when the country was founded. What would that even mean? There weren't borders back then. There was no meaningful way of enforcing a border.
It means the people who we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government, not unelected bureaucrats in the deep state.
This is the Project 2025 anti-administrative state thing.
These are not black ideas or white ideas.
What?
They are not even Democrat ideas or Republican ideas. They are American ideas that we fought a revolution to secure. And the man who will revive these ideals in the United States of America is your next president, the 47th president of the United States, Donald J. Trump. If you want to seal the border, vote Trump. If you want to restore law and order in this country, vote Trump. If you want to reignite the economy in this country, vote Trump. If you want to revive national pride in this country, vote Trump. If you want to make America great again, vote Trump. But there is one more reason I'm going to ask you to vote Trump.
He's the only one who's semi-good at speaking. I've said this before. The young, like, terminally online guys, like him, like JD Vance, they're far more charismatic than the older guys. Like, genuinely, there's a huge generation gap. The first presidential debate that will take place between, like, a hyped up Zoomer and like an old style boomer politician, it's going to be insane. We didn't really get that in the 2020 primaries at all, because all the people on the Republican side were boomers, and Trump kind of has his own thing going on. And the only really young guy on the Democrat side is Pete Buttigieg, who was trying to sound like Obama, and Obama was trying to sound like the best version of the boomers. So we haven't gotten that, like, one-off yet.
We want for you what we want for every American. Safe neighborhoods, clean streets, good jobs, a better life for your children, and a justice system that treats everyone equally, regardless of your skin color and regardless of your political beliefs.
Was he this aggressive with the fake, like, we're the real anti-racist pandering before? Or is this a role that he's been relegated to now that he's not going to be president or vice president? He's been forced into the, like, token corner because he's brown. But he's not black, so he doesn't have any pull with black Americans as a consequence of his skin color. So did they just put him in, like, the token corner because he wasn't white? I don't know. Quickly, cameraman, find any black person in the crowd. Cameraman.
Our message to every legal immigrant in this country is this: you're like my parents. You deserve the opportunity to secure a better life for your children in America. But our message to illegal immigrants is also this: we will return you to your country of origin, not because you're all bad people, but because you broke the law. And the United States of America was founded on the rule of law.
Again, I have to, I can't stress this enough. It's very important to remember. It's not against the law to enter the country to declare your asylum status at a port of entry.
Our message to millennials, speaking as one myself: yes, it's true. Our government sold us a false bill of goods with the Iraq War and the 2008 financial crisis, loading up our national debt that falls on our generation's shoulders, telling us that if we took out college loans, we'd somehow get a head start on the American dream, when it hasn't worked out that way. But we can't just be cynical about our country, because the United States of America is still the last best hope that we have, and we deserve a better class of politician, one who actually tells us the truth, even if it comes with some mean tweets from time to time.
What does, like, genuinely, what does any of this mean? What is the meaning of any of this? It's like, this is the most vague, empty, like, again, I think, like, a huge part of the Republican strategy has been trying and failing to shore up their weaknesses with demographics that don't really like them. Black people, you have, like, which Candace Owens can't do anymore because Candace Owens is literally like Hitler posting. Same with Kanye West, funnily enough. They're always trying to find people to fill in these gaps. And it's the young people as well. J.D. Vance did the same thing with the, like, insincere, you know, I'm a young guy, like, this is what we're going through kind of thing. It's pure emotional flow. Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't seem to work. It's not working, but they're trying.
And you know what? If you're at home and you disagree with everything I just said, our message to you is this: we will still defend to the death your right to say it, because that is who we are as Americans. We are the country where we can disagree like hell and still get together at the dinner table at the end of it. That is the America I know. That is the America we miss. That country where no matter who you are or where your parents came from.
Seeing, and Vivek is smart enough to understand what he's doing, speeches like this, which are designed to take the heat off the Republican Party in an era of rising tension, to make it seem as though they're like the moderate ones, they're the ones who want to return to regular American values, they're the ones who want like peace at the dinner table or whatever, when they are desperately clawing their way towards a violent coup followed by genocide. Like, it's genuinely like, they're like no sympathy whatsoever. It's just wild to me that there are Republicans who are open hate mongers and will watch this and think that he's like, think this is right. Like, they want to bring things back to a place of sanity. I mean, it's effective bullshit. I don't know who this, yeah, do you think this is meant to appeal to like old grandmas who are upset that their grandchildren won't call them, and the grandma's like a monster, so they don't call because she's a piece of shit? And it's meant to make her feel like, yeah, see, we're the reasonable ones.
Or what your skin color is, or how long your last name is. That you will still get ahead in this country with your own hard work, your own commitment, your own dedication, and that, you know what, you are free to speak your mind at every step of the way. That is the American dream. That is what won us the American Revolution. That is what reunited us after the Civil War. That is what won us 2 world wars and the Cold War. That is what...
Jesus Christ, it doesn't mean anything, dude. It's eloquently delivered brain rot. It means literally nothing. It's completely empty. It's vacuous. It means nothing.
Still gives hope to the free world. And if we can revive that dream over group identity and victimhood and grievance, then nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus, not China, is going to defeat us. That is what American exceptionalism is all about, and that is what we will revive this November when we send Donald J. Trump back to the White House. Thank you all. God bless you and your families, and may God bless our United States.
Well, he's much better at working a crowd than like anyone else we've seen at the RNC thus far. I will say, like, the only reason he's held back, frankly, is because of his name and his skin tone. Like, that's the only thing that's keeping him from higher levels of prominence within the GOP. It's what's frustrating for me, from the perspective of somebody who wants to respond to this, is that he's not actually saying anything. Are there any, like, watching now, or like in the indeterminate future, whatever, are there any conservatives, like, do you understand what I'm talking about? No actual statements are being made. So what am I supposed to respond to? It's all vibes based. There's no actual argument. There's no point position. There's nothing. There's not even like an argument. It's like hype man shit. It's all hype. This is like the fascist operates on an emotional level. There's no, they don't want anything. They don't want any specific change. There's no like concrete alterations to the world that they can point their signal to. They're just like animals being led by their emotions, being dragged around by their leash. It's crazy.
America, thank you.
It's very alienating. It makes me think of them as like not people. I know they're people. It's just like, fuck, act like it.